7:39. Make it 7:40. I don't want to rush legs this morning. 20 minutes to 8 o'clock. Camden in the morning at WIBG. Jump on the love train. It's a Christmas present to the Delaware River Port Authority, who's studying the possibility of taking over SEPTA. Let the public be jammed. Watch your language. Minutes to 8 o'clock at 7:42. This is Camden in the morning at WIBG. You can laugh in the rain on Christmas Eve. It's going to rain right through Christmas Day. High today is going to be 53 in this nice 38 in South Jersey, 40 now at WIBG. Boy, Santa came early to a friend of mine last night. It was crazy. Well, his friend of mine, I don't want to mention his name, spent a fortune decorating the tree at candy canes, gingerbread men, sugar plums. And last night, Santa came by and stole the tree, as a matter of fact.
From your friends at WIBG, hamburgers, free. That's right, free. Starting December 29th, you'll be able to get 2 regular-size Geno's hamburgers for the price of 1 when you present the wrapper from any regular-size M&M Mars candy or the fun-size outer bag. You'll get a free second hamburger with any empty wrapper from a regular-size Marathon candy bar, Combo Munch peanut brittle, or any M&M Mars fun-size outer bag. This offer will be good at any Delaware Valley Geno's from December 29th through March 8th. So take it from WIBG. Present an M&M Mars candy wrapper. Get 2 regular-sized Geno's hamburgers for the price of 1. You got it from your friends at WIBG.
I think we should give children as good a start as possible, and that's the way I was brought up, and I'm trying to pass it on to my own.
Mrs. Jean Delmarle, Brooklyn, New York, talks about her family and Trident sugarless gum.
I was never allowed to have a great deal of candy or gum as a child. I think it's much better to give children sugarless gum.
Remember, 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed recommend sugarless gum for their patients who chew gum.
I asked my child to use the sugarless.
What kind?
The Trident.
Trident. For families like the Delmarles who care about their teeth.
Hey, want to make somebody beautiful on Christmas?
Just come to Wrangler Ranch and wrap our Wranglers.
Wrangler Ranch is the only place where you get all the styles that Wrangler made.
Yeah, like wrap our Wrangler Western wear. We've got them for guys.
And for girls, choose from our matching top and bottom Wrangler Western outfits in denim and ranch denim, corduroys, and look like suede.
We've got Wrangler Western leisure suits, dress Western slacks, Western shirts, lumberjack shirts, plus Wrangler Western belts, boots, and the biggest selection of Wrangler jeans you've ever seen.
And every Wrangler looks and fits great, comes guaranteed, and is priced so low you'll never lose your Christmas spirit high.
So come to Wrangler Ranch and wrap our Wranglers.
And hope somebody's wrapping Wranglers for you.
Wrangler Ranch is the only place where you get all the styles that Wrangler made.
At Wrangler Ranch, you can wrap up a Wrangler Ranch gift certificate. There's a Wrangler Ranch in the Abington Shopping Center for your last-minute shoppers, the Roosevelt Mall in Philadelphia, Chestnut Hill Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware, and the brand-new Wrangler Ranch in the Kmart Center in Berlin, New Jersey. 7:45, 7:45. Don Cannon in the wet morning at WIBG. It's going to rain all day, but the morning has broken. Certainly has. 9 minutes, 11 minutes to 8 o'clock. I can't even tell time this morning, folks. The mistletoe's all over the clock. 11 minutes to 8 o'clock. It's 7:49, and I'm Don Cannon, and Donna is sleeping, and Nancy's on the phone. Nancy?
Hello?
Good morning, Nancy. Nancy Lifset
Yeah?
of Springfield.
Yeah.
This is your life.
What?
You're too young to remember that, Nancy. Nancy, why are you up at this hour? There's no school.
You woke my dog up and she woke me up.
Now, wait a minute. You're not supposed to be funny. What do you mean I woke your dog up?
You played Mandy. That's her name. She got up. You think I'm kidding?
The dog's name is Mandy?
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. What kind of a dog is it?
German short hair.
A German short-haired Mandy.
Yeah.
Now, your girlfriend's sleeping over,
Right.
and her name is Donna.
Right.
Donna what?
No.
Knowles?
Yeah.
Go turn the radio up near Donna's bed.
All right.
All right? Sneak over. That's loud enough. Ho, 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 Donna Knowles. This is Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. I understand you've been a bad little girl this year. Ho, ho, ho. We'll be right over. Ho, ho. No, Perry told me, Donna. See, Perry's her boyfriend, folks. Perry said if you don't get up, he's going to take the gift back, and he's going to give it to Nancy. Ho, ho, ho. So listen, Donna, let's go. It's late.
She's up.
Is she up?
She's up.
Donna? Wake up! Good morning, Donna.
In 426 BC, the famous Greek statesman Pericles said, "Time teaches all things." He had no idea that these words would be immortalized in a Dannon radio commercial. But today, his wise words should be heeded, because Dannon has spent more time making yogurt than any major yogurt maker. 32 years. When we first began making yogurt, America laughed at us. But last year, we sold millions of cups, and America smiled happily. Dannon makes only yogurt, and we're always trying to make it better. We were natural long before natural was fashionable, and we deliver direct from Dannon to dairy case. Experience showed us that keeps it fresh. In the yogurt business, there's always something to learn.
Dannon, the fresh one, it's only natural.
And Dannon is the low-fat natural yogurt.
Natural Dannon.
Cold conditions throughout the Delaware Valley. We have no problems of any kind. One caution area, and that's about it. Roosevelt Boulevard northbound approaching 9th, the inner drive right lane disabled passenger car. Our service car in that area probably will be able to get it off the operating lane. So, no holdups. Volume of traffic off about 50%. No bridge opening scheduled at Stony Palmyra or Burlington Bristol. John Carlson reporting for the ARCO Go Patrol.
Hi, I'm Tom Pate, General Manager WIBG, wishing you and yours a special Merry Christmas and a most prosperous New Year.
And goodwill to man, you will have a Merry Christmas. 5 minutes to 8 o'clock, 7:55, Cannon in the morning at WIBG. You're moving better. You're moving better. 3 minutes to 8 o'clock, WIBG. I'm telling you, I tell you, the brownies never look so good. Your gift is always well timed. It's a bull of a clock. Now, a lot of us still have to get some gifts, right? Now, if you go to Littman's, you got a selection of a lot of things, and one of them is a extraordinary gift clock selection, priced from just $9.95. Littman Jewelers has been known for fine diamonds, jewelry, bull of a timepieces for over 90 years. They got the travel alarms or a dramatically designed table timepiece, too. Go to Littman's. It's great if you can get the table on your wrist. Fantastic. Go to Lippman's and use your favorite charge card or open a Lippman's Flexi charge account. You can take a whole year to pay this off.
Thinking of a gift with a money-back guarantee.
Yes, sir.
Then think first of Littman's.
All your jewelry.
There's a Littman in Oxford Valley, Levittown, and in the Cumberland Shopping Center, and in New Jersey, the Moorestown and Willingboro malls.
I asked the man for a diet soft drink. He brought me a glass right away. Yes, he did. I took a sip and knew it was wrong. That waiter, it just wasn't his day. Ooh, this can't be a diet soft drink. It tastes too good to be true. It's sugar-free. Dr. Pepper, it tastes too good to be true.
WIBG 99.
I will do my infamous 12 Days of Christmas in the next half hour by much demand. A couple of minutes to 8 o'clock. I'm sorry. We got rain all day. High about 55. Gloria Gaynor. Yenta. Say goodbye, Gloria. Goodbye, Gloria. 8 o'clock, WIBG, Philadelphia. Cannon in the morning and Matt's in the newsroom.
Hey, Don, you can take what you want from the following bit of information, but the statistics in Milwaukee say the number of people calling Dial a Prayer has almost doubled. The Lutheran group that sponsors the line says the calls picked up right about the time Richard Nixon resigned the presidency. And in line with that, I saw a sign on a church the other day that said, it advertised Christmas communion as soul food.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just dozing off here. It's been a rough morning. Is the weather better than all this?
Well, let me tell you this about that. A typographical error from the National Weather Service this morning described today's forecast as cloudy. And that about describes it pretty well. Cloudy with rain today and tomorrow. Rain Christmas? Well, meteorologist Dave Carman, is it possible to get snow out of this at all?
We'll be in the cold air, but it won't really be cold enough to cause any snow. We're looking for a low tonight somewhere in the 35 to 40 degree range. And the precipitation should be light and spotty today and tonight, and we do have indications of a more significant storm developing by tomorrow.
but no snow. All right, right now, cloudy skies, 39 degrees, humidity 89%. No problems with mass transit this morning. A complete check on traffic at 8:05 with the GO Patrol. In New Jersey, the holiday season is causing some problems with blood supplies. Several blood banks report seasonal shortages bordering on the critical, all because people who usually give are preoccupied. It's 8:02. I'm Ken Mattson. Coming up, the Delaware River Port Authority plans to take over SEPTA.
I was nuts about almonds, I dreamed about crunch. I asked day and night and hoped with all of my might, is there an almond bar that gives you an almond in every bite? I made a wish and Mars Almond Bar came true. With creamy nougat middle with real milk chocolate too. You can thank your lucky star for Mars Almond Bar, 'cause you get an almond in every bite.
Almonds aren't the only thing that makes the Mars Almond Bar taste so absolutely great. The milk chocolate is thick and real, and the creamy nougat is blended with natural honey. And you're getting almonds. From the first bite to the last, an almond in every bite. Just taste this great bar. The Mars Almond Bar. It's going to be one of your big favorites.
Well, you can't thank your lucky star for Mars Almond Bar, 'cause you get an almond in every bite.
Here in Philadelphia, the Delaware River Port Authority is preparing to inaugurate a feasibility study of taking over SEPTA. The city and Governor Schaap are interested in the idea as part of a regional transportation plan. President Ford has quashed a congressional plan for a national health care. Correspondent Ann Compton told us it was in keeping with the Fordonomics.
President Ford has vetoed a health bill saying the extra $1 billion Congress added to the Health Services Act was unjustified and unwarranted. Another presidential veto will prevent the Tennessee Valley Authority to renege on $425 million in debt payments.
The president is vacationing in Vail, Colorado today. He plans a skiing demonstration for newsmen. Governor Brendan Burns says he'll meet with legislative leaders Friday to try and find a way to finance the New Jersey schools. The financing involves new taxation, and that's where the holdup is. In sports, our 76ers put on a show for 7,500 NBA fans last night at the Spectrum. They beat Atlanta 100-88. Steve Mix and Billy Cunningham had 51 baskets combined. After the game, we asked Steve Mix about the strategy.
I think he's counting on me more for rebounding and defense. As you can see, he put me on Drew, start with Van, and then the other night he put me on Barry, so I think he's counting on me for more defense rather than more scoring.
And again, at the final buzzer, it was 76ers 100, Atlanta 88. The Major League Baseball Players Association says the A's owner, Charlie Finley, committed perjury during the arbitration hearing of Catfish Hunter last week. They say they'll bring the matter to the attention of the New York County District Attorney. Don't forget Howard Cosell at 8:30 and Joe Pellegrino at 7:30 every morning. The best sports are on WIBG. It's 8:05 now. Time to look at traffic with the GO Patrol.
The volume of traffic, as we mentioned earlier, is probably off about 50%. Many people having Christmas Eve as a holiday, and this is reflected on the movement of traffic. It moves beautifully. So if you're going to do some shopping or driving to work, have a good time doing so. No bridge opening scheduled at Coney Palmyra or Burlington Bristol. No turnpike problem. John Carlson reporting for the ARCO GO Patrol.
Philadelphia weather, cloudy skies and 39 degrees. The humidity 89%. Look for cloudy with periods of rain today and into Christmas, a high of 53. I'm Ken Matz, and that's Philadelphia, the 24th of December, 1974.
December 1957.
That's when Polaroid first developed the color film for that picture-in-a-minute camera, and the Delaware Valley was listening to Danny and the Juniors on WIBBAGE.
Litsky, Rooney, McFaddy, Ozu. It's 8:09, Cannon in the morning at WIBG. A lot of rain today, gang. In fact, right through Christmas. Sorry about that. Bob Hope's having a bummer over Christmas. There's no war. Yes. Rumor has it he's been seen at Kitty City entertaining the G.I. Joe dolls. All right, knock it off and let Eagles sing, will you? Resolution. That's Eagles and their hit, The Best of My Love, with Cannon in the morning. It's 8:12 at WIBG, 12 minutes past 8 o'clock. A lot of you don't want to get out on this Christmas Eve till you know what's going to happen to you. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you're a Pisces, friends have opened several doors for you. All right? After midday indecision, select the best opportunity while it lasts, and you know. Knock it. All right. Aquarians, benefits arrived unexpectedly. You'll probably due for an abrupt change in status. Okay. If you're a Capricorn, prepare for a complex day of changing moods, but be consistent yourself. Sagittarians, get in touch with those who encourage your enterprises and have something specific to offer. If you're a sexy Scorpio, you're open for swift gains, depending on what you do with available opportunities. Ho, ho, ho. Libra, unusual circumstances handled intelligently will yield good results. I hope so. If you're a Virgo, nothing particularly demanding in your work other than following up current matters to conclusion. You Leos, test your ability to be businesslike. Manage relaxation in grand style. If you're a moon child, work is either heavier than usual or much lighter, according to your past performance. Us Geminis will have to stop and think about the errors in our plan and improvise an effective substitute, all right? If you're a Tauran, once you're past the morning's clashing opinions, you have a favorable day for your personal promotion, displaying your recent achievements, social action, and special shared interest. And an Aries gets moving early today. Barely enough time to get around to the several things you've forgotten to do already for Christmas.
WIBG and Allied Hobby Shops want you to have a hobby holiday. You can win any hobby item you want by going into an Allied Hobby Shop and entering our Christmas hobby wish. No purchase is necessary.
And we're going to grant another Christmas wish to Joe Dollymore of Collingdale, Pennsylvania. Went into an Allied Hobby Shop, wished for a racing set. We're giving the big $50 set to the Clifton Heights Bazaar. We'll make sure that Joe likes it, even though Joe's a girl. All aboard, she's an engineeress. All right, we'll have more winners for you next hour, too.
Dear listener, you are cordially invited to Christmas with your friends at WIBG, 6 p.m. Christmas Eve. For perhaps the first time ever on radio, you will hear a dinner and unrehearsed conversation by Don Cannon, McClintock, Mike McKay, Doug James, and all your other on-the-air WIBBAGE friends. Along with your favorite Christmas music, you'll hear WIBG personalities comment about their lives.
The electric radio?
And the holidays season. It's an honest, good time. Christmas with your friends at WIBG. 6 hours starting 6 p.m. Christmas Eve. RSVP, WIBG. Hi, this is McClintock. Midday on WIBG, wishing you the best of the holiday season.
So this is... All right, little kid, boys and girls. Yes, little girl. Yeah, it's down the hall over there. It has ladies on the door, little girl. All right, hold it. Get the kids. All right, it's enough, kids. Oh, come on, kids. Kids, we're trying to run a show here, folks. 8:21, I'll just talk right over them. 21 after 8 o'clock, WIBG, this is Cannon in the morning. I want to do my whole thing about the 12 days of Christmas. But it's going to take me about 5 minutes. And I got a lot of advertisers, but I guess because of the Christmas spirit, they would forego their message. They wouldn't forego their message. I didn't think they would.
Our beautiful traffic picture is beginning to turn up a bit at the corners. Maybe a
732-7323. I want to do my thing on the 12 days of Christmas. Do the Wolfman first, then we'll do it, all right?
20th Century Fox presents Phantom of the Paradise.
Life and laugh. Into Christmas. This whole idea came to me over the weekend that I was in one of the department stores. I think it was Strawbridge and Clothier. One of them, that is. The Muzak was down. 12 days of Christmas, my true love gave to me. You know, I just thought, can you imagine if somebody here, if your true love really did give you all these 12 freaky presents that they talk about in the carol? Naturally, you and I would be obliged to write a thank you note every time one of these gifts arrived, right? All right, so picture this. And let's go on. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. My own true love. You can imagine my surprise and delight this morning when your most unique present arrived. I hope that I can care for him in my apartment. Believe me, the day I met you, the true definition of love was born. Love, Don. P.S. I placed the pear tree under my sun lamp. I hope it survives. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves. My dearest, will my love ever know fine-eyed boundaries? Today the turtle doves arrived. I've placed them in the pear tree alongside the partridge, which seems to be dying. I decided the sun lamp gave it too much sun, so I transferred it to the bathtub, where it's standing in a foot of water, with just the nightlight on to give it its necessary light. Oh, I was blessed the day I met you. Yours always, Don. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens. Oh, my bird of paradise. This is not a hint. 3 French hens now occupy my bedroom. The pear tree died. It's just as well, because I've had my first bath now in 4 days. And the 3 French hens are sitting there along with the most charming, although bad-mannered turtle doves, and my adorable partridge. Ah, yes. These small problems are hardly worth mentioning when I remember that it is you who is sending me these Christmas mementos. Oh, how truly fortunate I am to be able to call you my own. Love, Don. Oh, P.S. I won't be able to keep our date tomorrow night. You see, the turtle doves have to be bottle-fed every 2 hours. On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds. My life. I hope you will notice my return address has changed. Moved last night into the vacant apartment below me. It's not as large, but it's much more comfortable and quieter. Only kidding. The 10 little darlings with today's 4 of the calling birds deemed it a necessity. Besides, the 3 French hens are acting as if they want to be alone, and the partridge is going to be a mother at any moment. How that happened, I don't know. I've decided to take my vacation now so that I might tend them all. Yours, Don. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings. My pet. Although you have to stand in line to receive my affection. Only kidding. 5 gold rings. You mustn't be spending your hard-earned dollars on me. It is I who wish to care for you. Oh, incidentally, the partridge isn't preggy poo. She's just fat. She ate the French hens. Just as well, the way they were acting. Also, just polished off 2 of your beautiful gold rings. The turtle doves attempted to hatch the other 3. Gratefully, Don. P.S. Can't make dinner tomorrow night. Couldn't get a babysitter. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 laying geese. Dearest, throbbing heart, when will your generosity end? The geese are having trouble adjusting to their new home, and the apartment manager is, quite frankly, having trouble adjusting to the entire menagerie. The geese, in addition to laying 12 eggs thus far, chased the partridge out the window, and I just received a call from the Humane Society threatening me with a lawsuit unless I do something about retrieving it from the telephone pole outside my window. What a Christmas. And to think we didn't even know each other last Christmas. Love, Don. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 swans. Dear, I have placed the 7 swans in the corner pet shop at a cost of $20 a day. $5 for the partridge's care and feeding, $10 for the calling birds, along with $25 a day for myself. The landlord finally evicted me. Also, according to my lease, he has the right to sue me for all damage. He estimates about $7,500. Regards, Don. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 milking cows. Dear, please notice my most recent change of address. This is a farm in Doylestown, where I now work as a hired hand for $50 a month, plus room and board for myself and zoo. I had no other recourse, since no one would take them, and the animal lovers of the Delaware Valley have had people watching me day and night, so I couldn't very well desert them. My present to you this year won't be much, since all of this additional expense. However, it's the thought that counts. I won't be able to see you for a little while, since I had to sell my car. Regards, Don. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 fiddlers. Dear, I don't mean to be ungrateful, but today's offering, I mean if they could at least play in tune. As it is, the cows are mooing and not giving milk, the geese are not laying eggs, and I've been asked to leave the farm. I can be reached now, General Delivery, Doylestown. Sincerely, Don Cannon. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 drummers. Dear Miss C, I feel enough is enough. Now I'm awaiting trial on vagrancy and disturbing the peace. The drummers and fiddlers are staying at the local hotel, charging a daily due bill averaging over $100 a day. The livestock is being taken care of by the Doylestown Animal Shelter at $125 a day. Perhaps we should talk about our future. Don. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 ladies dancing. Miss C, Now add to those charges of yesterday's letter, acting as agency for 11 women of questionable reputation for unsavory purposes. Why? Don. On the 12th day of... Dear Miss C, yesterday this institution received an inpatient who sometimes answers to the name Don, mostly to the sounds of cows mooing and geese calling. His only coherency seems to be your name and Merry Christmas. We feel, after careful testing and analysis of the patient, that he suffers from a deep-seated paranoid lunacy, along with hoof and mouth disease. If you have any information regarding Mr. Cannon, would you please address your reply to Dr. Ernesto Minch, Byberry State Hospital, Philadelphia. Or smack. No, swack. Let's keep it cool, man. Make the deliver the letter, the sooner the better. 7 minutes to 10 o'clock, Don Cannon in the morning from WIBG. McClintock is really in the Christmas spirit. He'll be in here at 10:05 this morning. He fell in the eggnog yesterday. You ever heard about Operation Native Talent, right, at the Bellevue Stratford Hotel from the Chamber of Commerce, Thursday and Friday, 9 to 5? 732-7323 is the number. 732-7323 for more information.
Delbert Payne is manager of the Equal Employment Opportunity Department at Rome and Haas. He got his job through Operation Native Talent, a job-finding program sponsored by the Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce and the Penn Jerdell Corporation. If you're a college senior, graduate student, or returning from the service with your degree, Operation Native Talent might help you find a job. It helped Dell. WIBG and Franklin Music. People dealing in today's great sounds want to deal you in on the top 5 albums of the week. Every week, we'll be giving away the top 5 LPs at each Franklin Music location. No purchase necessary. Just go in and register at either Franklin Music in the Plymouth Meeting, the Chamonix, Echelon, or Springfield Malls, Exton Square at 1125 Chestnut Street, Center City. Then listen right here for your name to be announced as a winner from the great sound people at Franklin Music and WIBG.
Merry Christmas to Scott Raw of North Wales, Larry Luongo Jr. of Malton, New Jersey, Kate Rogers of Swarthmore, this week's winners of the top 5 LPs from the Franklin Music men and the boys at WIBG.
Strolling along country roads.
And right, Don Cannon in the morning, a couple of minutes to 10 o'clock, and I kid around about a lot of things, but I just want to be serious for a minute. I want you to have a good Christmas and really a good 75 along with your friends. I'll be in here tomorrow morning again on WIBG. That's Simon and Garfunkel. Doesn't that really get you? Boy. Hey, really, have a good Christmas. I really... Oh, excuse me a minute. Yes, come on in. Come on in.
And a special delivery package for Mr. Cannon.
I'd put it down here, please. Wow, that's heavy. Thank you, sir. Here's a... Gee, I don't have... Is it all right? I don't have anything. It's Christmas, you know? Hey, wait a minute. I got a... Would you believe I got 56 cents?
Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. You just want to open this. It's got a card here. Okay. Dear Don, welcome back to Philadelphia. Even though in jest you take off on us guys, we really appreciate it. We know deep down in your heart you're a boss jock. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. O'Brien, Richards, Parks, Donovan, Banana, Denver, Tyler, and even the cooker. And the boss chicks. Isn't that nice? Isn't that... Let me just open it here. Paper, a pretty ribbon. Plastic ribbon. But open the box here. Take off the top.
It's 10 o'clock on WIBG Philadelphia, and what kind of a day will it be tomorrow, Christmas Day? What about it? Weather woman Sally Passarelli.
I guess we have to be a little pessimistic about Christmas Day. Looks like we're going to have at least a good deal of cloudiness around and maybe even possibly a few periods of rain. We have a very moist area to the south of us, and it looks like it'll be moving up from the southern part of the United States, and we'll probably be on the northern edge of it. So cloudiness at least, and unfortunately maybe a few periods of rain. Temperatures, though, should be in the mid-40s, so not real cold anyway.
But look for tough sledding, no snow tomorrow. And here's some advice to parents of what to tell kids about Santa Claus. It comes from John Mahoney, the editor of a Catholic magazine in Chicago.
Never tell your children that he exists. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to start a feud with Santa and, you know, scold children for mentioning him, but very gently say, well, Santa is just a legend. It's like Little Red Riding Hood. We were just pretending about Santa Claus. It's the spirit of love and giving that we all share.
But if you think that Christmas is for kids only, how about the woman who bought a plastic lily pad for her lizard so he'd have something to stand on when he left the water? Or the dog owner who bought a red fire plug for his dog. It happened at the Plymouth Meeting Pet Center. Children's Hospital says the Rodriguez Siamese twins go home next week to the Dominican Republic, but they're staying in Bucks County for Christmas at the Warrington home of Diane Zimnick, whose church raised the money for their operation. And speaking of medical matters, Hershey's Medical Center has implanted a new heart pacemaker that can operate 3 years without recharging. I'm Alan Jay, and coming up, they've captured Marty the Mouse.
We take you now to a first pencil.
For 3 weeks, police used as bait inside Marty's trap marijuana seeds, which made him angry, hopped up, and very aggressive when he tried to escape. And the Kelly Girl Office Services took a nationwide poll on the question, should a secretary get coffee for the boss? The majority, women's livers no doubt, comprised 81% who said no, 14% said yes, 3% said maybe. Remember, when you see news happening, dial 247-WIBG. This sports bulletin just in, Bart Starr has just been named head coach and general manager of the...
Mike McKay walked in. But I'm
No, the waitress walked in with the drinks.
Well,
You're late, no dinner, go right to your room.
The A was for Carol. Well, I was giving a speech at a radio school, and I told the younger, there were a couple of older people going to radio school. I got started late, too, I guess. Maybe because of my latent teenage tendencies or something, I don't know. But I was telling them, where else can you really go to work every day, have fun, play music, talk to people, and get good money for it? Of course, it doesn't happen right away. You got to put in your dues and all. But we'll let Mike get a chance to get set up, and Carol can take his order.
I also will take a drink order.
Christmas with your friends. WIBG.
I've lived in this area ever since I've been and
that's my line. Let's make one thing perfectly clear. I'm the around here.
Okay.
You
certainly are. and I've really enjoyed. I've watched WIBBAGE grow from the days of Highbridge, Joe Niagara, Bill Wright Sr., Bill Gardner, and other people.
Please, no more names.
Okay.
Part-time name dropper.
and I've watched it grow, and there's a good feeling there. Very, very, very good feeling here, and I really, really love working here. It's not, some people say, all the BS and all that, but I really enjoy working here.
Yeah, it shows.
Yeah.
I think you really can tell if the staff is happy when you hear them. You hear them on the air. You hear what they're doing. You hear what they. There's an atmosphere. I think the word is attitude, and attitude is important in any business.
Yeah. Attitudes are more important than facts. U.S. Anderson and Success Cybernetics, 19.
This is going to be a good program for people thinking about getting into radio.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we can sell it.
Don, and that's
the WIBG School of Broadcasting.
Mamacita.
It's on the individual of where you want to be. I had, because of the Christmas season, my family and I had basically stuck to the East Coast, New York, Hartford, then to Philadelphia, then back to New York, because I was born in New York. But when I got there, I said, no, this isn't home. I wanted to be back in Philly. And basically the reason for coming back is because we wanted to be here again. And I'm just happy that we're back here, that my kids enjoy the school system in Pennsylvania, and in Lafayette Hill. We live in the White Marsh area. And they're happy here, and that's important. I'm doing what I like to do best, which is radio, which is a lot different than television. And I just, it's just a lot of things that you go through, and I'm just really thankful that I finally found, after years, that's where I want to be. And this is where I want to be, right here in Philadelphia.
It might be interesting for people listening tonight to hear from each one of us here where we've been and how we eventually got to WIBG. And like Dennis, John Cahill just said that he mentioned he was in Allentown and Philly and Harrisburg. And Don said he was on the East Coast most of his life, Hartford, New York, and Philly. Kim, where did where have you been as far as radio?
Well, I actually started in radio when I was 12 years old with my own station. believe it or not, which the FCC promptly put off the air.
And Kim has been in jail ever since.
That was the bad part about it. They threatened to arrest my father. But in high school...
Since the station was number one.
In high school, I started with a real small 250-watt battery in scrap, and then I kind of stayed there. That's where my roots are, right in the coal mining sections of Pennsylvania. I was with station 4 stations in Scranton, 2 FMs up there. I was in Bloomsburg, and Pottsville, and that's about it. I kind of stayed there because that's where my family ties are, and I'm kind of a family man.
Christmas with your friends. WIBG, Philadelphia.
Don, you are originally from where? New York, right?
I'm a New Yorker.
Okay. Dennis John Cahill, you are Norristown, PA, originally. Okay. Kim, you are originally from
Scranton.
Gary Brooks?
I grew up in Norristown.
Norristown?
Good.
Mike McKay.
Sure. Newcastle, which is out near Pittsburgh.
And Pittsburgh, as we all know, is somewhere in the United States. Alan J., where are you originally from?
New York.
New York City? Or
City, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, where at? I'm just curious on my own part now.
You mean specifically in
Yeah,
New York?
Flushing or where, man?
Watch your language, please. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I know that. Ken Matz?
It's a name I just made up.
Reading, pretzel capital of the world.
Pennsylvania. And there's no
Sounds like a
specific
game
town,
show.
because I didn't live in Pennsylvania when my parents didn't live here when I was born.
And I'm originally from Midwest. Yeah, who cares? No, the people do. They really
Why you brought that up? Because you're from
Where you from? Yeah. I'm the only one.
All along.
I'm the only one from Iowa here. That's why I wanted.
Surprised from being the
What's the name of the city?
City?
The city.
There was no such thing in Iowa.
A tornado
There's no
took it
such
away.
thing as a city in Iowa. The biggest town is Des Moines. That's 200,000 people.
Was that where you're from?
No, I'm from DeSoto, which has 210 people.
Excuse me? They stopped making those?
DeSoto?
210. DeSoto, Iowa.
Oh, yeah, I remember the police calls calling both cars.
Hi, this is McClintock. Midday on WIBG, wishing you the best of the holiday season.
It really is a family. It's the kind of thing where I guess a lot of people wonder, if I were a listener, I'd wonder if really the news guy in the morning gets along with the personality, who's on the air introducing the records. And maybe it's unique, but here...
We will. We work so closely. We're constantly doing bits, ideas, coming up, exchanging thoughts and so on.
It's right. It's the idea that we have a conversation in the morning, and that Don and I talk, and you and Don, and
usually you both talk. You and I got to start talking to each other.
A lot of good work.
Christmas with your friends. WIBG.
Why not, Don?
Yeah.
Why not news?
Why not news?
It's funny because of the fact that I'm really not a...
Intelligent.
You're not intelligent.
I hope he makes it to my place. I can't get an answer. Little heart, or if you still feel little and you're big, whatever you are, but Christmas is for children. And I am one of the biggest. 263-8990, 964-8553 in Jersey. I want you to tell Uncle Donnie what you got for Christmas, and if you didn't get what you wanted. All right, 263-8990, 964-8553 if you're calling from Jersey.
From your friends at WIBG, hamburgers, free. Free. That's right, free. Starting December 29th, your favorite M&M Mars candy will get you free hamburgers. Here's how. Save an empty wrapper from regular size Mars almond bars, Snick Snack sticks, or any M&M Mars Fun C. Here it comes. Sears' biggest record set.
You all calling Uncle Donnie. I'm going to put you on the radio. You tell me what you got for Christmas as soon as we hear from Diana Ross. 8:13 at WIBG. Ow! Ding dong, ding dong. Ring out the old, ring in the new. George Harrison, just for you. WIBG, doo-doo. McClintock smells like a... Wow. What is that? What is that? Montreal.
No, I think if I can use a brand name, it's Agua de Silva. Doesn't that smell nice? I got that. I got 4 kinds of aftershave lotion. And I almost didn't come to work this morning because I got one of those massage things for the shower.
For the who?
Dynamite. Massage.
Oh,
yeah.
the massage thing for the shower.
Out of sight.
Yeah, right. Smell funny. Oh. Listen, folks, 5 minutes to 10 o'clock. Have a Merry Christmas, will you? I'm not going to No, I'm not going to open up any more gifts from other radio stations today. I was going to do my 12 days of Christmas, but I don't know how long it's going to take me. People have been demanding that I do it one more time before the season's over. You have a lot of time left? 3 minutes. I can't do this in 3 minutes. I want to play Joy to the World, too, going away. I was talking, you heard this about 12 days of Christmas, if you really got all these presents? I heard this in the elevator over the weekend. One of the elevators downtown. If you got all these presents, you'd be obligated to write your true love a thank you note each time. It's going to take me about 6 minutes. Want to cancel the 10 o'clock newscast? It's the holidays. I can't hear you without your button on. Cancel at 10. Go home early. No? All right.
Can't do that.
All right. Anyway, you got to figure. You know the song, The 12 Days of Christmas? All right. Now, if all these gifts were given to you.
It's 10:03 on WIBG Philadelphia. And Secret Service agents are still looking into the case of the man who drove his car through the northwest White House gates and up to the north portico this morning. Correspondent Vic Retner is on the scene.
I'm standing across the street from the White House, and I can see near the north portico of the White House building the man whose identity is unknown. He's wearing an Arab-type burnous on his head, a headdress, a white shirt, and what appear to be chino-type cotton pants. There's something hanging from his belt that the experts believe may be tied to some form of explosive device. The man has a lanyard which may be connected to the explosives held in his hand. His hands are held high, and he is just standing there waiting.
Observers say interpreters are on the scene now because it's believed that man doesn't speak English. Of course, the president and Mrs. Ford are in Vail, Colorado on a ski vacation, thus out of danger. Meanwhile, in the Holy Land, it's security precautions for the pilgrims, and correspondent Peter Frost says it's a nervous atmosphere.
Really, security here is very, very obvious. Every rooftop carries a few soldiers, and down below in the gardens of the church, frisking booths are set up. Men soldiers and women soldiers searching intently every pilgrim that comes into here, just in case he's carrying a bomb or a gun. Tonight was full of carols. There were choirs from all over the world, but predominantly from the United States. And the highlight of the evening was a visit of the Philadelphia choir, who sang the Hallelujah Chorus.
And correspondent Frost says most pilgrims say they'll take their chances after having come such a long way. This just in from the Associated Press. Egypt's state radio says War Minister Field Marshal Ahmad Ishmael died today. He was 57. It's 10:05. This news brought to you by Canoe by Dana, the cologne that's made in France for the guy who makes it everywhere. I'm Ken Matz, and good pictures are a part of the holiday. Next, time of traditional family gatherings, and we've asked Charles Tully, a professional